It is happening in the middle of the night. It is happening in secret vaults in Switzerland, in London, and in Singapore. Right now, tons of heavy metal bars are moving across the ocean. This is not a movie. This is the largest transfer of wealth in modern history. While the world is looking at AI, computer chips, and stock markets, the second most powerful country on Earth is going back to the ancient past. China is buying gold. And they are not just buying a little bit, they are buying record-breaking amounts. They are sweeping the market clean. But here is the strange part. China's economy is in trouble. Their property market is crashing. Their factories are slowing down. People are losing jobs. Normally, when a country needs money, they sell their assets. They do not spend billions to buy heavy yellow rocks. So why is a country that needs cash frantically buying something that sits in a dark room and does nothing? This defies basic economic logic. If you lose your job, you do not go out and buy expensive jewelry. You save your cash. But China is doing the opposite. For 18 months straight, the People's Bank of China has reported buying gold. But experts believe the official numbers are a lie. They believe the real amount is 10 times higher. They are moving this gold off the market. It is vanishing. This creates a massive gap of knowledge. If gold is just a safe investment, why the secrecy? Why the rush? And why now? Is China preparing for a financial collapse? Or are they preparing for something much more dangerous, something that involves the United States, your money, and the future of global war? Let's look at the official story first. Most news channels will tell you simple reasons. They say China wants to diversify, or China is worried about inflation. These are not wrong, but they are boring and they are incomplete. If China just wanted to diversify, they would buy euros, they would buy Japanese yen, they would buy stocks in other countries. But they are dumping those things. They are selling U.S. Treasury bonds, which is basically U.S. government debt, at a record speed. Some people think China wants to make a new currency backed by gold to replace the dollar. This is a popular myth, but it is unlikely. You need an impossible amount of gold to back a modern economy. No, the answer is not about economics. The answer is about survival. To understand why China is hoarding gold, we have to look at a specific date, February 26, 2022. At that day, the world changed, but not because of a missile. It changed because of a button pressed in Washington, D.C. This is the real secret. This is the aha moment. In 2022, when Russia invaded Ukraine, the United States and Europe did something unprecedented. They weaponized the dollar. Russia had billions of dollars saved up in foreign banks. They thought this money was safe, but within days, the U.S. froze it. Russia could not touch its own money. It was like a digital switch was turned off. In Beijing, the Chinese leaders were watching closely. They felt a chill go down their spines. They realized a terrifying truth. If you keep your money in U.S. dollars, it is not your money. It is on loan from the United States. If China invades Taiwan, or if a war starts with the U.S., America can push that same button. They can freeze China's $1 trillion instantly. China's economy would stop. So the gold buying is not an investment. It is a shield. You cannot freeze gold. You cannot hack gold. If the gold is physically inside your country, no president in Washington can turn it off. China is building a sanction-proof economy. They are trading digital promises, dollars, for physical reality.
Gold. They are preparing for a world where they are cut off from the Western financial system. They are not just buying metal, they are buying freedom from American control.
Now, you might be thinking, I don't live in China. I don't live in the US. Why should I care about two giants fighting over gold? Here is the harsh truth. This affects the money in your pocket right now. For the last 80 years, the US dollar has been the king. It is the reason you can buy oil, phones, and cars easily. It stabilizes the global system. But China is the factory of the world. When the factory of the world stops trusting the global money, the system breaks. We are seeing a decoupling. The world is splitting into two. One side uses the dollar. The other uses gold and local currencies. When countries stop trusting the dollar, the value of the dollar can drop. When the dollar drops, inflation rises. The things you buy, gas, food, technology, get more expensive. China's move is a signal. They're betting that the era of one world money is ending. They're telling us that the future is going to be volatile, divided, and expensive. This isn't just history happening in a book. This is happening to your savings account. We like to think our modern world is permanent. We think our digital bank balances are real. But history teaches us a simple, brutal lesson. Paper money is based on faith. Gold is based on physics. Empires rise and empires fall. When they're strong, their paper money is as good as gold. But when they weaken or when trust is broken, the world always runs back to the only thing that never changes. China is not buying gold because they want to be rich. They're buying it because they don't trust the future. And if the second biggest economy on Earth doesn't trust the future, perhaps we should all be paying closer attention.